Good morning and welcome to Rhythm English. I am Pradosh Sharma and you are watching News Flash. Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri met Bangladesh Mohammad Tauhid Hussain, urging safety for minorities and closer bilateral ties. Misri reaffirmed India's desire for a positive, people-centric relationship with Bangladesh after Sheikh Hasina's ouster. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad fled to Russia as Islamist rebels captured Damascus, ending his decades-long rule. Celebrations erupted nationwide with Assad's luxurious home ransacked by the rebels. Bomb threats sent to 44 Delhi schools were traced to a VPN-protected IP in New York, USA, declared a hoax by police. Officials believe the sender manipulated digital files to disguise their identity. India called for an inclusive Syrian-led process to ensure unity and sovereignty amid the fallout from Assad's collapse. MEA emphasized respecting the aspirations of all Syrian communities for a peaceful resolution. Jewar International Airport welcomed its first test flight from Delhi's IGI airport ahead of its commercial launch in April 2025. All security and technical assessments have been completed successfully. Jamaat-e-Islami met China's envoy to discuss Rohingya repatriation and gain international support for its Islamist agenda. Intelligence sources linked to Jamaat's funding to the Muslim Brotherhood, signaling a significant geopolitical shift. Ousted Bangladeshi PM Sheikh Hasina accused Muhammad Yunus of fostering terrorism and fundamentalism in Bangladesh. Addressing supporters in London, she vowed to prosecute Yunus under Bangladeshi law. The government is set to table the One Nation One Election bill in Parliament, likely during the budget session. If passed, it will synchronize Lok Sabha and State Assembly elections nationwide. Revenue Secretary Sanjay Malhotra will take over as the 26th RBI Governor for a 3-year term starting Wednesday. He replaced Shaktikant Das, whose tenure extended beyond the typical 5-year limit. US President Joe Biden and Canadian PM Justin Trudeau praised the end of Assad's regime, calling it a new chapter for Syria. Biden described the fall as a fundamental act of justice for the Syrian people. Rebels raised the opposition flag at the Syrian embassy in Moscow following the fall of Bashar al-Assad's government. The embassy is now operating under the opposition's control, marking a symbolic shift in the power. A Turkish drone in the Kurdish-held area near Ain Issa killed 11 civilians, including 6 children from the same family. The attack follows escalating violence after Assad's ouster and Turkey's targeting of Kurdish fighters. Russia supported peace proposals from BRICS and Gulf nations after Trump called for a ceasefire in Ukraine. Moscow emphasized its openness to negotiations while urging balanced international mediation efforts. Bangladeshi interim chief Muhammad Yunus raised concerns over Sheikh Hasina's anti-government remarks from India, citing tensions. He claimed her comments could impact bilateral relations during his talks with Vikram Misri. Germany suspended decisions on Syrian asylum requests, citing the unclear situation following Assad's downfall. While hopeful for returns, Berlin warned the prediction stability in Syria remains premature. So that's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.